Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana. I am a business coach and mentor for women wanting to start their own stationery businesses. And I also love to share just my day in the life of an entrepreneur, things that I do. And today I am enjoying kind of like my half day to myself. I just dropped my daughter off at daycare. And so now I have a couple of stops I need to make before I head home. First, I need to get some frozen mango chunks for a smoothie I'm getting ready to make for my breakfast. And then I need to grab a moisture, I'm all cut off, a moisture meter for my garden. So I'm excited. I'm gonna show you guys the garden today. All right, so I'm finally home and I have quite a bit to get done in the next like hour and a half or so. The smoothie is hitting. I have a video that's getting ready to go live on YouTube this afternoon, so it looks like it's still uploading, and then I need to do the thumbnail for it, and I have a freebie that's gonna be going with that one, so it's like a really nice PDF like workbook that I designed to go with it. So I need to make sure the form for Flowdesk and all of that stuff is, and I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I literally just ran up the steps because I forgot my microphone upstairs. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then right before that, the battery died, so then I had to run up there. So it was like 2 times running up. I'm just like, woo. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting ready to do. I also have a couple of emails I need to send off. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get all of that stuff done. And then if I have even more time, I do have some stuff in my planner as well. So I'm gonna go to this week. Yes, I have some tasks I wanna get done in my planner too, but I might end up doing some of this stuff during Emery's nap time after I pick her up from daycare, because we have some fun updates about the Stationery Muse. So I'll share a little bit about that probably later in this video. And just some different things going on. Lots of fun things, lots of stuff. I have a really fun kind of like May special Mother's Day type of thing that's gonna be going on for my coaching business. So I'm excited to share all of that stuff, but right now I gotta get to work. All right, so I'm working on my thumbnail, but just wanted to show you, I don't know, just a little bit of behind the scenes. So I always take a couple of pictures whenever I film. So here's the pictures I took from that day when I filmed. And then I'm just, for this particular one, I'm removing the background and I'm gonna find an image from my uploads to kind of put in the background. But I just wanted to show you how that kind of works. Usually I'll just use like a stationary image or something like that, depending on the topic, the type of video. This one is a lot more business focused, so usually I'll kind of focus on that, and then I really want big words that say stand out. It looks like, oh wait, hold on, y'all, I created a thumbnail. I wonder if I could use this one. I might switch out the picture here, and I think this actually might work. Oh, look, I'm ahead of the game and didn't even realize that I was ahead of it. I didn't even know. Okay, well, I'm gonna edit this, but anyway, there's that. And then the other thing that I use too that I really like is Flowdesk. I use it for all of my emails. It's great for my stationery business and coaching as well. So it's just nice. I love just the minimal look of it. And it's just really simple. So right now I'm creating the email that people will receive once they sign up for the unique business workbook. The business workbook has been designed. I just uploaded it into my freebie and opt-in folder in my drive. So this is kind of what it's going to be looking like. So I just need to get the share link for that. So here's the form I created for it. I had created this little image in Canva and then just added some text, and then this button will basically trigger for them to get added to the list. So all of that is set up, and yeah, I was actually really impressed with myself that I had already kind of did a little bit of the work last week for this. I designed the workbook and just different things. This is basically my list for so far for the week. I didn't add a ton of stuff, but this is just a few things. I've been working on my coaching website, so that's going to be coming back. Also, I have some new content coming to the Stationery Muse that I'm working on. And I'm also refreshing my Inspired Blueprint course, which is going to be launching in June. Well, technically it'll be relaunching. It's already out now, but it's my kind of like my signature program. It is a 3-month program where we get a chance to work together, and it's going to be kicking off the first week of June. So I just want to get the course updated. I have so many things I'm adding. One of the cool things that's going to be in there is a track for, depending on what kind of product you want to create. So whether you want to do a planner or a journal, there's a track for that. If you want to just do stickers, there's going to be a track for that. If you want to do cards, and then there's going to be a subscription box track. So I'm going to be doing a few different ones, and each of them will have kind of like mini trainings in addition to the bigger course, which the bigger course is basically teaching you from start to finish how to take your idea of this business you have, get out of your head, set up some goals, set your launch date up, what to do and when, kind of just the roadmap to get you from idea to like a functioning business that is launched. That is what that is for what I'm doing for my course updates. But I think you saw on there that I am ordering a planner sample, so that's something I can talk about in a little bit as well. It looks like I have about 40 minutes left. So I feel like I can breathe now. The video is uploaded, the thumbnail is done, the little opt-in is together, so I'm just gonna get that video scheduled here in a moment. But I think I'm gonna take you guys outside so you can see my garden really quick. And there's not really much to see, like I shared, because I just did the seeds a few days ago. So I really just want to check for the water. I picked up that moisture meter from Lowe's, which actually, let me grab that out of my car. Okay, so I'm kind of talking low because my neighbor is out talking to somebody right next to me. But anyway, so here is the garden. If you guys can see, I kind of labeled what's in there. So carrots, 2 different types of carrots. It's really close to the edge. Onion, pepper, and then I have some lettuce down there. And then I'm going to put this thing in just to see overall. I feel like I need to water it. I didn't water it yesterday because it was still feeling kind of moist, and it honestly still feels moist. But I'm going to give it a go. I'm just putting it down as low as possible. It's saying it's on the drier side. I think just because there are brand new seeds in here, I feel like I should at least just water it a little bit to make sure that the seeds are actually getting water on top. It's dry on the top. I also have some in some containers too. Some kale in here. Okay, so basically just did a light sprinkling on the top of everything because the top is really dry, and that's like kind of where the seeds are. So I just want to make sure that they don't just like dry out because the sun is very brutal here. Last year I attempted to do gardening. I think I talked about it a little bit on here. I think I shared a little bit more on Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you are. I share a lot of just like my day-to-day life and everything over there. But last year I attempted to do a garden. That garden bed that you just saw, that was actually put up in the fall, and I had every intent of doing it, and then all of the seedlings died. I was really broke down, and so I kind of wanted to give up. I didn't even know if I was even going to do it, and then I started kind of getting the itch to want to do it again. And I kind of talked about this a little bit on my Instagram, just that whole journey of gardening and something that I'm super not well versed in. I don't like being outside. I don't like bugs. So for me to have this interest that was placed on me to do, and then to continuously be thinking about it even after I failed in the fall, we will just continue to stop ourselves from doing the things we truly want to do. And just simply because we didn't do well before, we failed before, whatever failed might mean to you, we just allow that to stop us. But then we still think about it. It's still on our heart. It's still something that we desire to do, but we are in our own way. Okay, so I figured I would come up here in the office for the last little bit of time that I have before I have to go get Emery to just chat with you about a few things that have been on my heart. I always said I didn't want to be an entrepreneur, and so it was just really interesting when I finally decided I wanted to be a photographer. And I used to do that kind of like in 2014, 2015. And again, it was something that I was unfamiliar with. I had to learn my way through. I worked with mentors. I just learned a lot of things online, of course. I bought things. That was kind of the first time I had ever invested in learning something myself that was like outside of school or something that was required of me, I guess I would say. And then kind of the same thing when I wanted to start a stationery business. It was the same thing. I researched it to death and I knew it was something that I wanted to do. And so I feel like I got this call to become an entrepreneur. And so anyway, the Stationery Muse is my baby. It is the business that really birthed it all. I mean, I know technically I did photography first, but I just feel like the Stationery Muse was the first business where I just felt like this is it. Like, I love it. And for the last year, I don't even know why I feel like I'm gonna start crying. What the heck? For the last year, the business has been kind of on a bit of a pause in a lot of ways. It's like I haven't felt as motivated to run it. I haven't had as much time to dedicate to it, and it makes me sad because, like I said, it is my baby. It's something that I care so much about, and I really have put so much of my attention into this business. And so I have been praying really hard for at least the last 6 months about clarity around what I'm supposed to be doing with my business, because when I started doing coaching, for a while there, it was kind of like an easy balance, And so as I've gotten more into coaching and I'm obsessed, like I love it. I have, like I mentioned, I have the program relaunching in June and all of those things. It's like, okay, I don't know. I'm kind of in just an unfamiliar territory right now, I guess is what I'm trying to say, of what my next steps are, of what I should be doing, why I should be doing it. I'm kind of just at this crossroads. And so I still have not quite got the clarity exactly that I'm looking for, but I think I'm moving in the right direction. And so what I'm thinking is going to happen with my business is, instead of it being like where before I used to come out with new releases probably at least twice a month or so, and then I would have like some big collections that would come out every so often, spread out. Because it's hard for me to put that much time and energy towards it and to be able to manage the orders and everything as well, I've decided to kind of take it a little bit of a, I don't even know what you really would call this type of business model, but it's going to be more of a surprise launch basis, I guess. I'm not really sure. So like what the right word is for this. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have a core collection. I'm actually designing the core collection now. One of those things is going to be my business planner, but the business planner is going to actually be one that I'm going to be hopefully getting created by a company, because my plan is to still offer the handmade ones in the fall and do the whole shebang. You can get them dated and everything. I think I'm still going to do that. But throughout the rest of the year, people always reach out and they're like, hey, do you have any planners available? And I'm always just like, no, especially right now, because I'm like, it's kind of a gray area. So I'm going to have some 6-month undated planners that are going to be available hopefully within the next month is what I'm shooting for. So there won't be any customization on those, but I think it's just still going to be really good. And it kind of just removes some of the pressure off of myself. And I think this is what happens in any type of situation that you're in when you're in your business. And if you're finding that things are becoming too much, sometimes you have to shift. I feel like the last time this happened to me was when I decided to stop my subscription box, because I felt like my subscription box at the time, it was like the heart of my business and it was like what I did. And it was really hard to let it go. And I just kept feeling that pull, and eventually it just kind of like tapered off, and I was like, okay, I'm done with the subscription box. And I miss it from time to time. And so that's why I'm like, okay, I want to be able to do all these things that I miss and I love to do while also still respecting the new place that I'm at within my life, the new business that I have, the Inspired Blueprint, my business coaching. So it's just a whole dynamic that I'm trying to figure out, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the core collection that's going to be coming. May is actually my business anniversary month, and so I'm really hoping to start ramping up the content starting next month in May over on the Stationery Muse. So if you are an OG follower and you've been wondering like, well, what the heck, what happened to Stationery Muse? That's kind of a little bit of an insight into what's been going on. It's really just been me in my head of like, what am I doing? Should I still be doing this? It doesn't feel right to let it go. It doesn't feel right to keep doing it the way I'm doing it. So it's just been this whole thing. And yeah, so we'll see what happens with it. But I feel out of everything I've tried to come up with and things I wanted to do, I think this is the best thing. So there's going to be a core collection. Those things are going to be available, kind of like the staple products you can get, just things that will be kind of covering different areas. So I think I mentioned apparel, tumblers, the 6-month planner. There's going to be some stickers and just some different stationery items and things you can get. And then they're already going to be made to order. So that's going to be the other thing. I'm going to set aside some time where I just make everything ahead of time. So I'm not making them as orders come in, which is something that I have done on and off throughout my business. And then the other part of it is going to be kind of what I mentioned, the surprise launch. So that's going to be more so where it's like I have a couple, maybe 1 or 2 dates throughout the year where I have like a major launch of some sort. So in the fall, I will have the planner launch that will be happening, and that might really be the only one I do, but it'll be surprised, but it'll be announced at the same time. That makes sense. So if you are not following Stationery Muse, make sure you are, because there will be a lot more updates and things coming over there. But I'm happy to get that off my chest. That's been something that has been a weight on me, and I've been wanting to talk about it on this channel, but I wasn't really sure how, because I know many of you started following me because of that. And so my stationery business is not going anywhere, but it's just going to have a different vibe. It's going to be a little bit different of how it's ran in order to continue to grow my business coaching. I really want to start speaking. If you know of anybody that needs a speaker to come, hit me up. Okay. Like, I'm really trying to get into that. And I'm really just kind of just taking in this season that I'm in and just embracing it. So that's a little bit of what's going on with that. So I'm getting ready to go get Emery. I got about 10 minutes or so. I actually learned this tip from At Home with Keita, to actually throw this cup in with the clothes. It's really smart, because then it doesn't get all like gooky and nasty, and it just gets clean every time. So I've been doing that. So shout out to her. Shout out to just her channel in general. That was a really good tip. Okay, so I actually got a new phone, and I have no idea. I'm assuming, obviously, I know the quality is better, but I don't know. I actually like that it's kind of got the boxier edge. It's the iPhone 13, because it sits up on this little dash a lot nicer when I'm trying to film, so that's a bonus. But the reason I actually turned this on was because right before I was getting ready to pull out, I saw my husband had sent me a link to this like little comedy video on Facebook. Does anybody else's husband or significant other, or shoot, just somebody in your life, send you just silly videos just randomly throughout the day? Like, that is my husband. He's always sending me something, and it's always just silly. But this one, it was hilarious, because y'all know it's allergy season right now, and the guy, I'm actually linking down in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. But he's like making all those throat scratching noises like people with allergies be like, and you know, making all those noises, which I'm not gonna make on here, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to itch that throat sometimes, or to scratch that throat sometimes, I mean. But yeah, that was just really silly. I think my allergies have been better but worse since we moved here, because we are in a desert. It's very dry and dusty, like extremely dusty. But I used to live, when I was on the East Coast, back in Ohio and North Carolina, it's just more humid there, and there's pollen just like there is here. So it's better in the sense of like, I don't have it year round here. I used to have it year round before, but now I have it just really the spring is when it's really bad. And I'm pretty sure Emery is also having bad allergies as well, which kind of sucks. I didn't want that for her. But it is what it is. So anyway, I'm excited to go pick her up. I also have a call with my accountant as well. It's actually gonna be cutting it really close because by the time I pick her up and we get back over here, it's literally gonna be time for my call. So I'm trying to decide, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might actually see if me and her can switch our meeting time because we meet once a month and it always ends up being kind of like a weird time, just as things have changed, my schedule has changed and stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can actually change our appointment time, but I'm excited to chat with her. She shared some fun news about some different things going on in her personal life and with her business. So I'm excited to chat with her about that. I actually think I brought her up in my last video too, so I will link her again below because Brittany, shout out to her, she is amazing for just all things finances. I just really love it, but yeah. Okay, I'm at a light really quick. I just checked my email and my accountant just asked if we could push the meeting back 30 minutes because she had something going on too. So that actually worked out. So now I won't have any issues with getting home and being able to get on the call on time. But you see how things just work, and it's just, things be working when you need them to work. So I'm really glad for that because if not, it might have been happening in the car, like for real. Yeah, it worked.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk soon.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. I basically have been working for the last almost 2 hours. Emery was really tired after I picked her up. So she laid down pretty quickly, which was nice for me because then I was able to come and get some stuff done. So my video went up, my all of my Flow Desk workflows and the emails and everything were set up. So I've just been sitting here kind of working on my plan for the month of May, specifically for my coaching business. So I thought I would share with you, especially if anyone is interested in wanting to work with me, ask me a question, talk with me, and even more specifically, if you're wanting to get it at a discounted rate. May is going to be a really good time to do that. So what is basically happening is I just feel like May is a special month. May is Mother's Day. May is kind of wrapping up the end of spring, getting into summer. You know, life is getting ready to slow down a little bit. It's also just a great time to kind of just reflect and think. We're kind of making our way halfway through the year. And so I thought it would be a really good time. I like to do this at least once out of the year, is where I offer a discount on all of my different things. Another reason that May is so special is because it's my anniversary month for the Stationery Muse. So it'll be 6 years in business, and that's another reason why I really want to do this as well, because I know it's a lot going on. Times are interesting, stuff is rising, so I get it. And so I really want to be able to help those of you that really want a chance to work with me, but you're like, girl, the prices, I get it. So, but as far as what you can expect, I actually wrote it down in here, my planner, and I'm still sitting in the same spot in the kitchen. And also, my hair is so dirty, so I'm gonna just kind of leave. I had a headache, so I had to take it out, and I'm like, ooh, they're probably gonna be like, ooh, girl. But yeah, I need to get my hair done soon. I'm trying to decide. I actually found somebody here that can do my hair for me after us being here for 5 years. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do it myself this time or if I want to go to them. But I think I might do it myself because I could technically do it like today or tomorrow versus having to wait to end to get an appointment. So just excuse my situation. Okay, but anyway, I wrote in here, which is another reason why I love my planner, y'all. I love my planner because there's so many spaces to write things. So there's going to be a lot of discounts on things. The Handmade Planner Masterclass is going to be on sale. I'm not going to say specific prices because I'm going to make sure I finalize everything first. But of all the things I offer, the Handmade Planner Masterclass is going to be on sale. The Creatives Toolbox, my course, it's called The First 10. That is going to be on sale. As well as my signature program, which is the Inspire Blueprint, that actually gets started again in June. That is like my big program. It's 3 months long. That one is going to also have a discount as well coming up all month long for May. I also am bringing back my creative intensives. This was something that I did when I first started coaching, and I kind of took them away for a little bit because I was building out different programs, and they're coming back in a new way, in a refreshed way. And so basically, if you are kind of in need of, maybe you don't need the full program, you don't need like every single step of everything, but you're wanting just a specific topic for us to focus on, I have 5 different creative intensives. So there's going to be one about Shopify, product concepts, and you can read a lot more specifics about this on the page. But yeah, Shopify, product concepts. What are the other ones? I think one is about just organization and just kind of goal setting, planning. One is about handmade, so if you're just interested in talking about handmade things, and I think one is about launch strategy. So if you are interested in just needing help with one of those specific areas, my creative intensives are going to be 50% off. I do know that for a fact. And you can also bundle them as well, and that bundle is also going to be 50% off. And then the very last thing I have, this is just going to be special for the month of May. I'm not offering this after. I'm doing a 30-minute consultation. So for 30 minutes, we would basically meet, and to me, I feel like the way this would be successful for you is if you come to me and you have like one specific thing you want us to talk on for the 30 minutes so you could get the most out of that time versus us kind of bouncing all over the place. Because sometimes like I want to go more in depth, but we're running out of time. So specifically, the consultation is going to be designed for you to really anything you need help with, we can help. And then my goal is for you to have some action steps to kind of move forward. So that's what that is going to be. It's a 30-minute creative chat is what it's going to be called. So in case if you're wondering the name of it. And that one I know for a fact is going to be under $100. So for anyone that is looking for that, that will be available as well. So I'm excited to do this, and I know how it is. I know it's scary to invest in yourself, and that is why I decided to do this for the month of May. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll get to meet some of you all throughout the month, and also for the actual calls, like when you sign up and everything. The call does not have to take place in May. It can take place specifically speaking about the intensive or the creative chat, that call can take place after May. It doesn't have to be in the month of May, but you just have to get it in the month of May in order to be able to receive the discounted prices. So that's pretty much it. I'm probably going to be wrapping up this vlog soon. I think I need to figure out what I'm doing for dinner. I need to figure out about this garden. It got like kind of windy outside, so I don't know if I'm going to go out there today or wait till tomorrow. And then, yeah. Hi.
Hi.
How's your day?
Maybe we could go to the taco place.
Yeah, so I asked her if I should cook tacos or if we should go to the taco place. And what do you want to get from the taco place?
I'm going to get quesadilla.
Quesadilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound really good. Well, I can't eat quesadillas. I've shared on here before that I have a wheat allergy, so I can pretty much eat most Mexican food, but flour tortillas are out for me. But luckily, they have a lot of options there. But yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. I kind of want to go outside and figure out what I'm doing with these vegetables and stuff. It's just like on and off, kind of windy out there, but I think I'm going to just take my chances and go out there and let her kind of play outside for a little bit to kill some time. I actually got a lot of work done today, so I'm really proud of myself. Like I mentioned, some of that stuff I mentioned for the May special, that was some of the stuff I was working on too. So I'm hoping tonight and tomorrow I'll be able to finish all that stuff up, get this vlog edited and everything to go up. And yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
How's your day so far?
My name is Gray Monkey. I'm gonna go to a hockey game. Gray Monkey, you can't go to tacos. You have to stay here at home. I don't want to stay at home. I'm gonna go to the taco place by myself. You can't go to the taco place by yourself. You have to stay here at home. And then the girl will go bye-bye.
Hope you enjoy the show. Her blanket has its own personality and voice, and got to witness a little bit of that. But yeah, do you want to go outside with me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna finish up these vegetable plants. If you want to come out with me.
Can we take a picture with my big on camera?
Take a picture.
Cheese.
All right, let's go outside.